Hello, and a very warm welcome to Lunchtime News on KBC Channel 1, coming to live from the broadcasting house in the middle of Kenya's capital, Nairobi. My name is Giverson, Maina, and our sign language interpreter is Byron Abuli. Also join us for the next 1 hour or so, or rather 30 minutes for news within and of course across the country, including sports. And I take you straight to Mandera County, where a prolonged drought in Mandera County continues to destabilize livelihoods among pastoral communities, with livestock deaths rising sharply and the value of those remaining dwindling daily. More than 25,000 livestock have died as of January 2026, with Lafey, Banisa and Mandera North sub-counties recording the highest losses. The situation is worsening food insecurity and threatening livelihoods. Traders at the Mandera town livestock market say the animals on sale are visibly emaciated, making it hard to get favorable prices. They cite the example of goats once sold for up to 15,000 shillings, but now fetching as little as 1,000 shillings.
Kuna shida mingi hapa, wanyama wameisha. Ukileta hapa, ukenda kwa laga ama sehemu zingine, unaona mfugo imekufa. Watu wote wameleta mfugo kwa soko. Saa hii mbuzi ya 15,000 ama 20 ama 17 ama 8,000 iko 1,200. Majority ya hii county ni wafugaji, wanategemea mfugo. Kwa hivyo mfugo imeisha sasa.
We are supporting a very critical life-saving intervention, specifically water trucking to settlement around 24 centers, as we have supported since December 2025. And we have been supporting also with nutrition supplement. We are providing fortified porridge.
Now from Mandera to Kajiado County, where 2 Tanzanian nationals have been arrested and 110 kilograms of elephant tusk, estimated at a street value of 11 million Kenyan shillings, was seized at the Namanga border in Kajiado County. Now the suspects, Imani Manasi Msumbwa, age 28, and Alton Jalioneka Kenga, age 33, who were arrested following a tip-off from locals, alleged to have transported the tusk from Malawi in a Toyota Mark X. A third suspect, identified as Justin Mwalima, escaped after suspecting police presence. The suspects are in police custody as investigations continue.
This ivory that is here today, that has been recovered here in Namanga, where we stand today, it has moved and closed borders, because this ivory is not from Tanzania, despite the culprits whom we have arrested today having come from Tanzania. They had to cross to Malawi, where they got the ivory from. They have moved this ivory all the way from Malawi. They have crossed Tanzania looking for a willing buyer, and so they came to Kenya, where we got some information that they are looking for a willing buyer.
To the people who are trading in this business, or rather doing any illicit trade, be it wildlife ama ni goods aina yoyote, wajue ya kwamba machinery zetu za Kenya are in place.
These people have been booked at Namanga police station and they will be arraigned in court on Monday. I believe that the wildlife trafficking is going on, and we can be able to strengthen our international cross-border operations in order to eradicate wildlife crime.
Cabinet Secretary for Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, Deborah Baraza, has advocated for political unity among leaders from the Western region as a platform for economic development, as opposed to retrogressive politics. Speaking in Kiminini, CS Baraza noted that the region stands a better chance of enjoying development if political leaders unite and back the re-election of President William Ruto, saying he has initiated several development projects in the region.
Environment Cabinet Secretary Deborah Barasa was in Shangalamo village in Kiminini where she rallied political leadership from the vote-rich Western region to support the government in its endeavor to develop the country.
Afadhali kukaa kwa serikali kuliko kukaa nje ya serikali. Mumeona Wamala kijana alipoaga dunia aliwacha watu kama wako ndani ya serikali, na pia Raila Amolo Odinga aliwacha watu wake kama wako kwa serikali. Serikali ni muhimu.
The cabinet secretary, who spoke while distributing foodstuffs and bedding to widows in the village, said Trans Nzoia County has been earmarked to benefit from a series of development projects, including the facelift of the Kitale County Hospital.
Tulikuwa na mheshimiwa rais siku 2 zilizopita. Tumekaa pamoja kama watu ambao waliteuliwa katika upande huu wa Trans Nzoia. Tumekaa pia wale watu wamekuwa appointed na tukaongea, tukajadiliana kwa mambo ya Trans Nzoia. Tumesema Trans Nzoia haiwachwi nyuma.
Elsewhere, religious leaders in Homa Bay County have raised concerns over ongoing leadership wrangles within the Orange Democratic Movement, warning that the disputes are creating anxiety among party supporters.
We appeal for in-house engagements that will strengthen the party and its structures, cessation of confrontational politics in public, and open display and demonstration of disagreements.
Before Mheshimiwa Raila died, it looked like he was the driver. And now after the death, we have seen it, that there are so many people that their hands are on the steering. And you cannot actually truly drive a vehicle with many drivers.
The clergy said the wrangles have emerged at a sensitive time when ODM is planning to engage in talks with the United Democratic Alliance on how to approach next year's general elections. Gishoki Washira, Lunchtime News.
Now, parents and guardians in Narok East Sub-County have been urged to ensure that the children transitioning to grade 10 report to school as the government steps up efforts to enforce 100% transition to senior school under the competency-based education. Now, Narok East legislator Ken Kiloku has announced a 3-day mop-up exercise starting Monday to track all learners yet to report to school. He urged all who are still at home to report to their respective deputy county commissioners' offices, where the arrangements will be made to facilitate their placement in schools. The MP attributed the slow transition process to low literacy levels, as a section of parents mistakenly believe that learners complete their education after junior school.
Karibu maelfu ambao wako nyumbani bila kwenda shule. I don't know kama ni wazazi wanafikiria hiyo junior imeisha shule ya form 4 or ni vile watu waelewi, because ukikaa na wazazi wanafikiria junior imefika, wamemaliza, ni kama kumaliza form 4. Kuanzia kesho tumesema watoto wote ambao wako Narok East waletwe kwa DC office na DC awapeleke mashule.
And now I take you to Mombasa County, where residents of the Mreroni area in Jomvu sub-county are set to benefit from improved access to education following the opening of a new comprehensive school aimed at keeping children in school and reducing dropout rates. Now, the institution brings together primary, junior secondary and senior secondary levels within one learning environment. A move residents say will ease the burden of school transitions that have long disrupted learners' education. Speaking during the launch, Jomvu Member of Parliament Badi Twalib said the project was informed by education data and community concerns showing that many pupils dropped out of school after completing primary education due to long distances, lack of school fees and exposure to social risks.
Kulikuwa na visa vingi sana kulingana na record ya Red Cross ya mambo ya mimba za mapema. Lakini leo tuliona mimba za mapema ni ile transition period ya kuwa mtoto anasoma hapa lakini anaenda mtini secondary, anaenda kwa shule nyingine. Kwa hivyo kila kitu tuka integrate katika sehemu moja.
Kidogo tunazorota katika sehemu zetu hizi za pwani, na sababu ziko nyingi kama juzi tulivyozungumza kama viongozi wa pwani, moja ikiwa ni namna walimu wanavyo manake sambazwa katika nchi. Ziko sehemu ambazo huwa zinapewa walimu na sehemu zingine ambazo huwa hazipewi walimu. Sehemu zetu ni moja katika zile ambazo huwa walimu hatuletewi, na tumesema tutakutana na waziri wa elimu pamoja na yule mkubwa wa TSC, tuliangalia jambo hili kwa pamoja na tuweze kulirekebisha.
Now to Bungoma County, a section of secondary school principals in Bungoma County have has lauded the government for releasing capitation funds on time, saying the move has greatly improved the management and smooth running of schools. Now, Kimobo Friends High School at senior principal Moses Cherich said the capitation had enabled school heads to clear outstanding debts, settle creditors, and of course plan effectively for their institutions. Cherich further urged the government to allow senior schools to guide junior secondary learners on career development, saying this would help students align their subject choices with their aspirations at the university level.
In my school, I've not sent for Form 3 and Form 4 home for fees because I'm relying on what the government gave me, being parent number one. So we want to appreciate and request that this trend continues because it will affect us in terms of planning. And I want to pledge that we shall not have caps if the Ministry of Education will always release the money in good time.
But this year, the government disbursed funds in good time, which has enabled us as principals to pay our creditors and even pay our workers their salaries.
And now to Kiambu County. Kamuguga residents in Kabete constituency, Kiambu County, have expressed a fear following the discovery of an unknown body of a man decomposing in a well. Now, the eyewitnesses say they discovered the body as they were about to pump water for their vegetables. It's suspected to be a case of a person killed elsewhere and dumped in a well. The body was retrieved by Kiambu County firefighters and the Kabete police and is being preserved at the Nairobi City mortuary, awaiting autopsy as investigations begin to unravel the situation.
Na timu yetu ya divers and then tukaelekea hiyo eneo ilikuwa mtu ameanguka ndani, tukaweza kurecover mwili. Inaonekana kama ni mzee na imekaa, hatuwezi estimate imekaa for how long, but venye inakaa ni kama imemaliza, imekawia.
Ni mashini ya mtu mmoja wetu iliharibika. Sasa kuharibika ndio tukaomba usaidizi pale. Kuomba usaidizi pale ndio tulikuta ni kama kuna kitu hapo ndani. Kuangalia ndio tukakuta ni mtu ako hapo ndani. Sasa tukaitana watu wakakuja, askari wakakuja, sasa ikadhibitisha ya kwamba ni mtu ako ndani.
Hapa ndio daily revenue yetu, tunalima, tunapata mapato.
Now, away from that, the State Department for Technical and Vocational Education and Training says the new Kenya Credit Accumulation and Transfer System policy will enhance the quality and global recognition of Kenyan qualifications. TVET Principal Secretary Dr. Esther Moria says the system allows employers to work closely with training institutions to shape industry-relevant curriculum while enabling students to transfer credits across institutions and levels of learning. Now, speaking at the Rift Valley National Polytechnic during the graduation of 3,800 students, Dr. Moria said the policy will reduce the time and cost of training, promote lifelong learning, and address skills mismatch in the job market.
KCAT's policy is Kenya Credit Accumulation and Transfer. This is a policy we have developed in the State Department together with universities, and what we are saying is that the credits that you acquire within the TVET are transferable now, because I have said we have developed this policy together with universities. You transfer them to the university. And depending from one department to the other, who are going to the university, let them come first. We craft them. We give them skills. You know, they have 9 months outside here before they actually proceed to the university. Those 9 months are enough for us in TVET to have endowed them with various skills, which they may live on for the rest of their lives.
And all that story takes us to a very short commercial break. Don't go too far. There's still so much more coming your way.
My name is Keith.
My name is Keith, the honored husband of this beautiful lady.
Keith walks through the corridor. That's what I saw. Like, of course, I didn't know him. So I'm like, hey, he just walked through the corridor. Then the kids shouted, hey. Lady
seated there. Hey, lesson nikapoteza content.
What do women do to men? Oh, we are blindfolding you. And I removed the blindfold. Then Keith was on his knee with the ring.
Rorasho is not an opportunity to milk the young man. No matter how much you love your mom, when you get married, she's the other one.
Honestly wanted to have a very good relationship with my mom-in-law. But now again, because there's some interference, tunaanza kwa Maina. See, my shoe, my love. You're my sweetie, my sugar.
This Sunday, the 25th of January on KBC Channel 1, football takes center stage. 2 giants, 1 battle, continental pride on the line.
Odor makes the save.
Kenya's Nairobi United face off against Tanzania's Azam FC in a thrilling Total Energies CAF Confederation Cup showdown. Live from the Nyayo National Stadium, where passion meets power.
Lovely defense splitting pass. Here's a chance.
Do not miss a single kick, tackle, or goal. This Sunday, live from 4 p.m. on KBC Channel 1, your true sports partner.
And welcome back. You're watching Lunchtime News on KBC Channel 1. And our farmers in Yatta constituency of Machakos County are turning to sunflower growing after the government delivered a modern sunflower oil extraction machine in the area. The farmers, led by Ovoni Farmers Cooperative Society Chairperson Francis Akilango, say the machine will reduce household costs, raise incomes, and open access to Kenya's growing edible oil market. The Presidential Economic Transformation Team, led by Stephen Kisilwa, urged the farmers to continue focusing on drought-resistant crops.
Sunflower inaweza fanya mzuri sana katika hii area. Sababu tuko na michanga mara mbili hapa. Mchanga mwekundu na mchanga mweusi. Mchanga mweusi unawekanga maji. Na kule kumepandwa hiyo sunflower kwa hiyo mchanga nyeusi, unakuta haisikii chochote, iko sawa sawa.
Na hii mashini itakuwa ya manufaa sana kwa wakulima wa sunflower pande hii. Kwa sababu tutakuwa tunajipatia mapato ya kifedha kuuza, na tutakuwa tunakamua mafuta ambayo itatusaidia kiafya yetu ya mili. Hatutakuwa sasa tunakula cholesterol, tumeachana nayo kwa wakati upande hii. Tutakuwa tunajipatia mafuta yetu sisi wenyewe. Saidi tukule, ile ingine tukiuza tupate pesa.
Umuhimu wa hii machine, serikali imetoa machine nyingi kila ward. Na hii ni prototype kama zile tunaitanga posho mill. Mahali kuna posho mill, utapata tutakuwa na hii machine. Kwa hivyo wakati unapoleta mahindi yako ije kusiagwa na unaleta na ile alizeti ama ile sunflower, unasiagiwa, unaenda nyumbani na unga na unaenda nyumbani na mafuta.
Now, traders at Mandera market in Thika, Kiambu County, has yet to come to terms with heavy financial losses incurred after a fire razed part of the market on Wednesday night. The fire destroyed a section of housing potatoes traders, vegetables vendors, and several small stalls. Kameno Ward member of County Assembly Peter Mburu has a call for calm as investigations continue and has assured traders of support from the county government.
Sasa saa 3 kufika moto umeingia. Sasa misiza ametimbia hakuna bali kupita. Sasa hasara kubwa sisi amebata hapa. Hakuna yoyote. Misiko ameshikusa jana. Hakuuza. Sasa yote imechomeka.
Chomekewa na tukaamuka hivi, tukajikokota sisi wenyewe na tuko na maloni, tuko na watoto tunashomesha na mtu stoko yake yote alikuwa amemwaka hapo.
Na mimi ninataka niambie wapiga biashara wa Madaraka, msikuwe na wasiwasi. Hii serikali ya kaunti tukiongozwa na gavana wa Matangi tutasimama na wapiga biashara na tutafanya mpango wa dharura wa haraka iwezekanavyo ili tuweze kuhakikisha wale ambao wameguzwa na huu mkasa wamerejea biashara zao.
Now to Kisii County, Bonchari constituency, a member of parliament, Charles Onchoke, has denied accusations of discrimination in issuance of bursaries, saying the exercise has not started. Onchoke, who spoke on phone, said students will receive bursaries on Tuesday, January 27th of this year. Now he was responding to claims by a section of residents led by former MP Pavel Oimeke that the process was unfair and could hinder government efforts towards 100% transition to senior schools.
Mheshimiwa akiulizwa, watoto wamekuwa wengi, tungependa mtusaidie pesa tujenge madarasa. Mheshimiwa anasema kama watoto wamekuwa wengi wa transfer kwa shule nyingine.
The policy that you cannot be given, a student cannot be given bursaries if they are schooling outside Bonchari is a backward policy. Is a policy that is encouraging poverty. Why will we get our future leaders? The kids are going to national schools. The kids who should be our future leaders in this country, in this Bonchari. We are now calling on Honorable Onchoke to now, the person that being issued, we want you to scrap that policy of non-issuance of bursaries to students who are schooling outside Bonchari.
Now from Kisii County, we take you to, of course, to Kericho County. Now, over 100 farmers in Kiasira Ward, Bureti sub-county of Kericho County, have benefited from hybrid pineapple seedlings from the Ministry of Agriculture aimed at boosting agricultural productivity and strengthening the pineapple value chain in the area. The farmers who received 20 seedlings each expressed optimism that the new hybrid seedlings will significantly improve production, boost household incomes, and enhance food security in the region. Take a look.
New generation itatusaidia na shida ya hii ya zamani. Ukiweka chini leo utatarajia kufuna mafuno mzuri after 3 years. Na matarajio yangu kwa hii mpya ni kwamba pengine itachukua muda mfupi.
Tunatarajia hii ikuwe mimea nzuri kwa sababu imetoka katika kampuni ya Kalro ambao wanathibitisha aina ya mimea asili yenye inafaa itoe matunda safi.
Tulikuwa tunangojea kabisa hii mbegu. Huku tumeona ni tofauti na yale tuko nayo. Sasa ni mzuri kabisa.
Now, Bishop Neophytus Kongai of Greek Orthodox Diocese of Eldoret in northern Kenya has been lauded for his servant leadership, humility and commitment to strengthening the Christian faith during a Thanksgiving service held in his honor in Nandi County. Now, leaders present at the ceremony, who included the Archbishop of Greek Orthodox Church in Kenya, Andreas Makarios, described Bishop Kongai as a unifying figure whose ministry has promoted peace, moral values and community empowerment, calling on believers to emulate his example of service and integrity. They further urged the church to remain steadfast in guiding society and supporting initiatives that foster unity and social transformation.
My brother, we wish you well. I think since you became
the Archbishop of this metropolitan, you have been a more uniting figure. Umetuunganisha, umekuwa pamoja, and I'm happy to see that you are bringing together a forum of
every year during in January every year. And so today we invited, all the clergy, all the faithful, and also the leaders of this county of Nandi.
I came here today to celebrate, to be with them, and to express once more our gratitude to all of them, because they are the ones who are working day and night promoting our Orthodox faith in this area where we are, especially Metropolitan Neophytos, together with his priests, are doing really a very wonderful work, spreading the word of God in the whole of this area.
And now let's get sporty. Oliver Solberg stands on the brink of becoming the youngest winner in a WRC rally Monte Carlo history after surviving a dramatic Saturday that culminated with a fun-lined stage in the heart of Monaco. Now, Rally Monte Carlo is the first leg of the 2026 series before Rally Sweden mid-next month and then Safari Rally Kenya in March.
24-year-old Toyota Gazoo racing driver Oliver Solberg held a commanding 59.3 seconds overnight lead heading into today's final leg, and should he convert that advantage into victory, he will become the youngest ever winner of the iconic event. Saturday's leg concluded with SS13, a super special stage run on part of Monaco's Grand Prix circuit.
That just keeps sliding.
It marked the first competitive WRC stage in the heart of the Principality since 2008, with spectators braving torrential rain and climbing vantage points along the harbour as rally cars echoed between the yachts and grandstands. In rapidly changing conditions, Solberg was caught out by a patch of snow and slid through a fence into a snowy field. The Swede somehow kept his GR Yaris Rally 1 moving, rejoined the road, and remarkably still went on to set the fastest time on the stage.
With momentum to try and get it back up onto the road. Drive it up there. Go on, go on, go on.
Oh yeah, that fence, forget it.
Elfyn Evans strengthened his hold on second overall, holding a 26.0 seconds advantage over 10-time Monte Carlo winner Sebastian Ogier. The Frenchman had applied pressure earlier in the day by winning SS10, but opted for a more cautious approach, remained Hyundai's leading runner in fourth overall, while teammate Thierry Neuville recovered to fifth despite losing time with a spin on SS12. Despite an early puncture, M-Sport Ford's John Armstrong continued to impress on his Rally 1 debut in sixth overall. Leo Russell holds seventh overall, followed by Gregor Munster and Takamoto Katsuta, who recovered to ninth after power steering problems on Friday.
Now to La Liga, Kylian Mbappe scored 2 goals to push Real Madrid to a 2-0 win over Villarreal and move back to the top of the La Liga table. Mbappe took his tally for the season to 21 goals in just 19 league outings, with a close-range strike early in the second half and a penalty in injury time.
La Liga's dramatic title race took another twist as Real Madrid moved back to the top, above Barcelona with a 2-0 win over Villarreal. Madrid hold a 2-point lead at the top, but Barcelona will return to the summit if they defeat bottom side Real Oviedo later today.
Meaty enough connection on it. Soboslai's ball, front post this time. Has led to a corner, and has led to a deep one. Oh, it's pushed in. The million buyer!
Disappointing showing to draw 0-0 with Lecce at the Via del Mare.
Wicked shot, thumped in by Koulibaly. Excellent save by Providel. Vega, Ramadani plays in the cross, and this time on the volley, Pierotti.
Oh, that's Ori. The story ends our lunchtime news on KBC Channel 1 right here from the broadcasting house. But before I go, this what to expect on EPL in the evening. That at 5 p.m. Brentford will be playing Nottingham Forest, and of course at the same time 5 p.m. East African time Crystal Palace will be playing Chelsea, and then after that Newcastle United will be playing Aston Villa still at 5 p.m. and then of course at 7:30 will be the climax of the EPL as of today. Arsenal playing Manchester United. It'll be a good time to separate men from the boys. See you at that time. My name our sign language interpreter is Byron Abuli. Until next time, see you.
My name is DJ D, and on the ones and twos is
DJ Leo.
We bring you the best of African entertainment.
From Afrobeat to Amapiano.
Daddy, me I want to party.
Genge to bongo.
Rusha mikono kama unaona uko tipsy. Rusha mikono kama maisha iko fiti.
And Zouk to Kwaito.
Put me for party. And not only that, anything juicy in the entertainment industry, we give it to you. Catch us every Sunday from 2:30 to 4 p.m.
Only on KBC Channel 1.
This Sunday, the 25th of January on KBC Channel 1, football takes center stage. Two giants, one battle, continental pride on the line.
Odor makes the save.
Kenya's Nairobi United face off against Tanzania's Azam FC in a thrilling Total Energies CAF Confederation Cup showdown. Live from the Nyayo National Stadium, where passion meets power.
Lovely defense splitting pass. Here's a chance.
Do not miss a single kick, tackle, or goal. This Sunday, live from 4 p.m. on KBC Channel 1, your true sports partner.
Nama